Hey there, budget busters. It's your girl, coming at you with the ultimate extreme challenge. Today, we're taking on the impossible. Dinner for four with only $5. That's right, you heard me. Five measly dollars to feed four hungry mouths. Can it be done? We're about to find out. First stop, the discount grocery store. Armed with our crisp Lincoln, we're diving into the clearance bins like it's Black Friday. Look at these slightly bruised apples. Perfect for a budget-friendly dessert. And what's this? A dented can of tomatoes for just 25 cents? Into the cart it goes. Now let's hit up the produce section. We're talking rock-bottom prices on slightly wilted veggies. Who cares if that lettuce is a little limp? It's still packed with nutrients and flavor. Oh, and check out these day-old bread rolls, practically giving them away. Time to get creative in the protein department. Eggs are our budget-friendly best friend today. At just $1 a dozen, we can stretch these bad boys into a hearty meal. And look, manager's special on some questionable-looking chicken thighs. They may be past their prime, but with the right seasoning, no one will be the wiser. Back at home, it's time to turn these bargain bin finds into a feast fit for, well, maybe not kings, but definitely some hungry college students. First up, we're transforming those sad apples into a rustic apple crisp. A little sugar, some oats, and boom, dessert is sorted. Now for the main event. We're whipping up a budget-friendly take on chicken cacciatore. Those marked-down chicken thighs are getting a flavor makeover with our bargain tomatoes and some herbs we borrowed from the neighbor's garden. Don't judge. Desperate times call for desperate measures. To bulk up our meal, we're making a frittata with those cheap eggs and the wilted veggies. It's like a fancy omelet, but way more impressive sounding. And those day-old rolls? They're getting a garlic butter treatment to become the world's most budget-friendly garlic bread. As the smell of our extreme budget cooking fills the kitchen, it's time for the moment of truth. Will our dinner guests run screaming? Or will they be impressed by our culinary wizardry? The table is set with our mismatched thrift store plates, and our friends arrive, looking both excited and slightly terrified. Time for the big reveal. First up, the chicken cacciatore. Our brave taste testers dig in and, wait for it, they love it. Who knew bargain bin chicken could taste so good? The frittata is next, and it's met with surprised nods of approval. Even the slightly brown edges are a hit. We're calling it rustic charm. The garlic bread is devoured in seconds. Apparently, hunger is the best sauce, especially when you're working with a $5 budget. And the apple crisp? It's the unexpected star of the show. Who needs fresh, unblemished apples when you can create magic with bruised fruit and bargain oats? As we sit back, stuffed and satisfied, there's a sense of triumph in the air. We did it, folks. A full dinner for four, all for the price of a fancy coffee. Sure, we may have bent a few rules, sorry, neighbor's herb garden, but in the world of extreme budget challenges, all's fair in love and cooking. So, what did we learn from this culinary adventure? First, never underestimate the power of creativity in the kitchen. Second, expiration dates are more like guidelines than hard and fast rules. And finally, with a little ingenuity and a lot of bargain hunting, you can turn $5 into a feast that'll have your friends begging for the recipe. Before we wrap up this extreme budget challenge, let's break down our spending for all you number crunchers out there. Our dented can of tomatoes, 25 cents. The markdown chicken thighs, a steal at $1.50. A dozen eggs, $1. Day-old bread rolls, 50 cents. Assorted wilted veggies and bruised apples, $1.75. Grand total, exactly $5. Now, I know what you're thinking. But what about seasonings? Oil? Butter? Well, my thrifty friends, that's where the art of extreme budget cooking really shines. We raided the back of the pantry for those half-empty spice jars, scraped the last bits of butter from the dish, and used the dregs of olive oil from that bottle that has been sitting there since who knows when. It's all about using what you've got and getting creative. Let's not forget the entertainment value of this whole experience. Our dinner guests went from skeptical to amazed, and now they're all clamoring to be part of the next extreme budget challenge. Who knew that pinching pennies could be so much fun? Speaking of fun, let's talk about the unexpected benefits of this challenge. Not only did we prove that it's possible to feed four people on a shoestring budget, but we also learned some valuable life skills. Bargain hunting? Check. Creative problem solving? Double check. The ability to turn kitchen scraps into a gourmet meal? That's a skill that'll serve you well in any zombie apocalypse scenario. And let's not overlook the environmental angle here. By rescuing those bruised apples and wilted veggies from their inevitable fate in the dumpster, we've done our part for food waste reduction. Who says you can't save the planet and your wallet at the same time? Now, I know some of you might be wondering about the nutritional value of our extreme budget meal. While it might not win any awards from nutritionists, we did manage to hit most of the major food groups. Protein from the chicken and eggs, veggies in the frittata, carbs from the bread, and even fruit in our dessert. It's not exactly a balanced diet, but for $5, it's pretty darn impressive. Of course, we don't recommend making this an everyday thing. Your body and your taste buds might stage a revolt if you subjected them to bargain bin cuisine on a regular basis. But for those times when the budget is tight and the cupboards are bare, knowing you can pull off a meal like this is a real confidence booster. As we wrap up our extreme budget challenge, I can't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. We took on what seemed like an impossible task and came out victorious. Sure, there were moments of doubt, like when I was sniffing that questionable chicken. But in the end, we proved that with a little creativity and a lot of chutzpah, anything is possible. So, what's next on the extreme challenge horizon? Maybe we'll try furnishing an entire apartment with items found on the curb. Or how about a cross-country road trip on just $20 worth of gas? The possibilities are endless when you're willing to push the boundaries of what's possible. Until next time, keep those bargain hunting skills sharp. And remember, when life gives you bruised apples, make a killer apple crisp. This is your budget-busting bestie, signing off. Stay thrifty, my friends.